Yo, what up? Good morning, GMGM. What day is it? Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler. Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Nope. What's going on?
Music still going?
Music's still going. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. Tyler, how you doing today?
I'm good. It was a nice long holiday weekend. I felt like things were a little slow. We were kind of just chopping. And then this morning, my God, the headlines are pouring in, folks. Perhaps a waterfall of bullish crypto headlines.
We'll need Tyler to do the road because it's not giving Tyler or Mando's or Music's voice, just yours for Rogue. So you need to jump on a road, Tyler, and switch over.
Oh, shit.
I'm on. If Rogue, you want to mute?
Yep.
All right.
Check. Yeah. Okay. So clearly, hold on. Clearly, the stupid fucking little Apple official jack is not it. It's funny because this one is the same and works, but this one is for the new iPhone and doesn't work. So it doesn't give you guys. Oh, well. I guess we'll buy the U green version. Try it. And if not, we'll stick to the old phone when I rode. All right. Well, anyways, you were saying, market's ripping this morning. A lot of headlines. 110K still. Wow. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to get into. All right, you know what? Let's get right into this. Today on the show, we're going to talk markets. We got a lot, we got a lot of headlines over the long weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we got a lot of stuff to cover with y'all on this wonderful Tuesday. We're going to go through Tyler's top 100 and how I ended up top yapper again this weekend. It was great. And top yapper.
Ups goes ups.
I got myself another little gold medal. Yeah, I'm collecting them now. You know, that's 2 gold medals now, Tyler. Maybe 3. Yeah, 3. I think after the Trump interview too. If Yap was Yap around then, I don't know. Was it? Maybe it was. Anyways, so that's not bad. And then last but not least, a geek giveaway. So we'll do 1. We're gonna keep 2 for Friday. So yesterday's we'll just move to Friday because Farcoin Fridays. You know, so Farcoin Friday is more fun to have too. So we'll do 1 today. We'll pick someone from the audience to come up and win some money. If you use eat.com, use code FOMO hour, which by the way is now on Kaido. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. And then last but not least, this show is powered by. Let me tell you what it's powered by. If my WhatsApp can load. There you go. Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is a connectivity network shaping the future of Onchain UX. If you've connected to Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto, as recognizable as Visa at checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. Tyler, we're going to go straight to you, straight to the topic, straight to the market and see what's up.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO hour calls the kids can't miss.
Folks, crypto majors are green this morning. A slew of bullish headlines pouring in. Also, markets reacting to Trump delaying those EU tariffs that came out yesterday. Those are going to get delayed till July. We got Bitcoin 110K. ETH outperforming, up 4%, 2660. Solana up 1% at 178. We had Cake, QNT, Injective, and Aave leading alts. Hype was the talk of the timeline this weekend. It hit a new all-time high at $40, briefly hanging out around $38.50 here. It was the single top mover in all of crypto on the week, up 43%. Folks, more and more institutions are buying Bitcoin and crypto. So Trump Media breaking right ahead of the show, they announced plans to buy $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Wow.
We had Jack Mallers and 21 Capital say they're aiming to acquire up to $100 billion to get 5% of the supply. Michael Saylor, they bought 4,000 Bitcoin in the past week, 106K average. Group completed a $63 million bond issuance to buy more Bitcoin. And then we have the Vex Strive announced plans to buy $750 million more of Bitcoin. And now, just in this morning, the new Ethereum MicroStrategy they have formed. It's this company, SharpLink, have teamed up with Consensus and Joe Lubin.
Woo! Papa Joe.
They have plans to buy $425 million worth of Ethereum. So, I mean, a wild laundry list This is clearly the biggest trend in crypto right now. So we're going to keep watching that. We'll dig in here later in the show. Other headlines: Coinbase facing a class action lawsuit from stockholders stemming from that data breach. Expect more to come there.
Yeah.
Recent research by Google indicates that quantum computers may be able to break the RSA encryption 20 times faster than previously estimated. So we're going to continue monitoring for that. Just in before the show as well, Circle officially filing for IPO. It looks like they're going to come out somewhere in the $5 to $6 billion range, also squashing those rumors that perhaps they were being shopped to Ripple and or Coinbase. So it does look like they are going to move forward with that IPO. In token airdrop and protocol news, a lot of InfoFi action this weekend. So Huma Finance debuted its Huma token, $630 million FTV. They airdropped Kaido stakers. Infinex opened its airdrop claim for their U-Patron tokens to Kaido yappers. We had Yeet make its debut Kaido, along with this new InfoFi protocol, Loud. Loud's been all over the timeline. So those are three huge pieces of news. We've got Axiom. They generated their first $100 million in revenue just 4 months. So Axiom has been really taking off. The Rect brands, they're coming stateside, folks. Rect is coming to LA June 19th to 21st. So put that on your calendars. Rounding this out, AI memes and NFTs. AI market cap kind of hang around the same, right around 12 billion. Tom Brady has now invested in Catena Labs, which is an AI native finance startup co-founded by Circle co-founder Sean Neville. They've raised $18 million to build autonomous agents that execute crypto transactions using stables. Meme leaders pretty much even on the weekend. Launchcoin even. I believe that founder Pashnak teased a flywheel incoming that did pump the Launchcoin token back to about 220 million or so. And then a bit of NFT action. So first, shout out to Seed Phrase. He re-upped his $2.75 million loan against his 7-trait punk. I think that is the biggest NFT loan on the books right now. We had Bad Buns, a notable mover. They jumped 170% to 0.28 ETH as the unofficial Mega ETH NFT collection. And then these Futramons, what is this collection called? It's the new Pokemon Supermon, the Supermon 151s. They
yes,
0.019. They ran all the way to 1 ETH. Those were the top mover of the day. So there was a lot of action.
Woo! We're so back, baby. Yeah, shout out to 8th Ventures. He's a French artist. Cool dude.
Mhm.
Follow him on Instagram too. He's like really viral there because he like posts all his art on there. And back then, 2021, he made me an honorary. And so I saw him pop out this morning. I was like, holy shit, wait, I still have my shit in the vault. So he made me that, which is super cool. So love to see, NFTs. The thing is, NFTs have been around like the entire cycle, just not the NFTs that we bag held since 2021. There's been so many sales that you've talked about, like even this weekend. I don't know if that's one thing that was in your top here is Red Bull and Abstract at the Monaco F1. They minted like 250,000 NFTs on Abstract.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'll show you, but it's just stuff like this. Like we may not see right away because it's not like pumping our bags or whatever. Oh, sorry. 896,000 NFTs were minted this weekend during the Monaco Grand Prix on Abstract. So it's this one. 806,205 Red Bull Racing digital collectibles claimed during the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. 240,000 new users on board into crypto by Abstract in just 7 days, most of for the first time. Thanks to our 3-second Web2 friendly onboarding, they don't even realize they're on chain. So they minted out like this new Red Bull NFT via Gate.io. So it's a strategic partnership between Gate.io and Abstract. Shout out to Gate, also one of our partners on a few things. We've had them on the show a few times. Kevin, love that guy. And then also, Abstract, obviously, because we're building on there. But, so, NFTs, the technology, we've talked about this a lot, you and I, right, on the show, but still around. We may as well start there. What else is new in the world of NFTs? So there was that Supermon project from 8th Ventures that did good. I'm seeing stuff with the IPOs on Hyperliquid, then like this bunny for Mega ETH. So tell me more about all this.
Yeah, there was a lot of action. So you're showing this 8th project, the
I can't find it. Yeah.
Here, I can send it to you.
I'm looking for it.
They're trending on OpenSea as well.
Okay. So let's just go there.
It's his like standard Abstract style of art, and he has prior collections like you alluded to. I guess the tie-in here is to Pokemon. I will admit I am not a Pokemon guy, so I don't see the connection here. I don't really understand it. But apparently there are a lot of Pokemon fans out there, enough to drive this NFT collection.
Oh yeah,
a 1 ETH floor. Granted, you always have to be careful with these super low supply collections.
yeah, of course.
They move up fast and they can move down fast as well. So,
well, if you're not buying for the art, you're probably gonna get like wrecked. Like you got to think about it that way.
For sure. So if you're gonna dig into this, because these things can turn to liquid very fast, but still hanging at 0.79 ETH. They did 55 ETH volume, which is pretty good.
They're really nice, man. Oh,
It's
magic
a small collection.
Oh, I love this.
They do look good. Yeah, I mean, if abstract Pokemon art is your thing, then this is right up your alley.
Yeah, very cool. They're actually very nice. It's very well done. Love the artist. Look some stuff. So there was that. Then you shared this with us yesterday in the chat.
I went ham on these. So disclosure, I swept a lot of these. The bad.
You're killing it.
I saw a few people tweet about this on the timeline yesterday afternoon, and I was around, so I checked them out. And like, there's obvious comparisons to like the IPO project. So the story here, these are like the unofficial first mega ETH NFT collection. It's not official. It's not endorsed, but Bread, one of the loud spokesmen for Mega ETH, did post about his, and it seems like he's embracing it, which I think the market is taking in some of a signal that he is kind of somewhat endorsing this collection. It's of course using the rabbit from those Mega ETH soulbound NFTs. If folks remember those back from that launch a few months back. So it's kind of similar to like the Remilio IPO vibe, but it's using the bunny character. I like the art. I like the traits. I like the tie into Mega ETH. And it caught a little storms, up 170%, 150%.
Very cool.
On a day, 0.265. And we'll see where these things
Good
go.
trade. And then IPO, is it also on OpenSea that you buy those? Oh, no.
You can. So I don't know the full story. So I think if you hold these on Hype, they've been getting like airdrop outloads.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not super plugged into the details on that, but I saw them like on OpenSea. They're trading at 3.4, and that's a 5,000 supply collection. The bad buns are only 3,000, which I did like that more limited size.
Damn, NFTs are cooking. Look at that.
Some action. I've got some chats saying, "Hey, I feel some NFT FOMO for the first time," and I'll be honest, I haven't swept an NFT in.
Dude, these are still 0.8 ETH. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm impressed by the activity on those. Let's look at the board, I guess, Degens. Hold on. Let's look at the ETH NFT board here. Oh, fuck, it's not loading. Hold on. Let me just go back to OpenSea. But how's our ETH NFTs holding up? Like, I'm curious about the legacy projects, right?
Kind of sideways. Yeah, I mean, punks were 46.7. Bored Apes caught a little bit of a bid this weekend. They're at 13.7. Pingus are right around 10.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you got to go by volume.
What they are doing is they're holding their ground in the ETH grind up. So in US dollars, they are going up.
Yeah. Wow. Top offer on a Beeple Genesis is 40 ETH right now. I'm sorting by top offer. It's actually solid. Everyday top offer 37 ETH. Fidenza top offer 26 ETH. Interesting. Broken Keys 20 ETH top offer. Wow. Like this is real money, right? Top bid is like an actual ask. An actual bid. So Grifters top offers at 10 ETH, but the floor is 19 ETH. That's not bad. Pudgy Penguins at 10. Yeah, wow. Remnants 7 ETH. Wow, this is interesting. Like how are collections like, and what's the punks at? How's our punk Bitcoin?
It's looking good. Thank you for asking. 124K. How about that?
You're very welcome.
You're killing a little 14% lead over Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, they've held strong at that point. Anyways, Mando, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, man?
Fantastic. Phenomenal. Incredible. Great. Lovely. Feeling fucking amazing. Honestly, feeling amazing. Aside from the fact that I sprained my back last weekend, which really sucks, boys. Don't sprain your back. Be careful. I can't lift a single weight for a week, maybe 2. So aside from that, boys, your boy's a little handicapped, but you know, feeling good though. Feeling mentally, we're here. Okay, physically, 60%. But mentally, we're good. Anyways, so let's go towards the market. I mean, Tyler, you mentioned it, so I'll let you read the headlines out. Then we'll talk markets with Mando and stuff. But like, we woke up to a raging pump this morning. Like these markets, I mean, sheesh, this is incredible.
Everyone's buying. So the big announcement, Trump media. This was somewhat leaked yesterday from the Financial Times, but confirmed today. They're going to build a $2.5 billion Bitcoin corporate treasury. It looks like they've got 50 institutional investors, private placement offering. It's going to be 1.5 billion common stock, 1 billion in convertible senior notes. They're going to use crypto.com and Anchorage Digital for custody. And it's expected to close on Thursday, May 29th. So this is coming soon. And that's 2.5 billion. And then Vivek Strive also announced 750 million in new Bitcoin demand.
Wow.
On their side. This comes after Saylor. Of course, he's continuing to buy. He only bought $500 million this week, still a massive amount. And then just more of the smaller companies. And that's on the Bitcoin side. And then on the ETH side,
yep,
it's this Sharplink Gaming, which this is the new trend. These micro cap companies are teaming up with larger investors, and they're spinning up these new acquisition vehicles. And they partnered with Consensus and Joe Lubin. And they're going to buy $425 million worth of ETH, which I think is, I believe, the biggest one of these acquisition vehicles to go after ETH in this size.
Yeah. So Joe Lubin starting the ETH MicroStrategy. You absolutely love to see that with $25 million acquisition of Ethereum through Sharplink. You absolutely love to see that. Look at that, Mando. Papa Joe's to the rescue. Love to see it. Dude. Big news. Big news. It's a good day to have Joe Lubin as the second biggest name on your cap table. Let me tell you that.
This is a really interesting trend to see, like how these companies are going to continue to manage this and move forward. Right. And I mean, there are different levels of this. So like Joe Lubin is probably a different tier than some of these other companies,
of course,
who are spinning this up. Right. These acquisition vehicles are going to look great in a bull market, and the numbers keep going up.
Yeah.
And they're going to look a little worse when things change. And I think it's becoming one of the biggest risks we're facing. Is what's going to happen to these companies in a downturn. I hope that's something we don't have to deal with for a while.
So let's talk about this, right? Like, I'm curious your thoughts, both of you guys, on this. I mean, I don't have that many thoughts on it personally, but it's not my expertise. But a lot of people are saying that this is not going to sustain. All these crypto, like obviously, like the Bitcoin ones starting to get a little crowded. Like you had MicroStrategy doing it for years. And now you have the Vivek, you have the Trumps, you have all these random companies, and you have the French one, the blockchain group, like a lot of ones for Bitcoin. Solana looks like there's just sole strategy right now, which is like what? This is pretty good. And then now Ethereum has a player in town as well. What is your thoughts here? Like a lot of people are saying this is not going to work. They're going to trading negatively soon. That on the downtrends they're going to break out. What is your thoughts, both of you, on like this whole new reverse SPAC? We could call them almost like to buy crypto via treasuries.
Yeah. If you wanted to.
I'm just curious if you guys think it's going to work out or not.
It feels like it's going to drive parabolas up. And then it would also potentially be the fact that it's going to drive parabolas back down to me. That's just my gut feel. It's pretty untested, right? And they're all going to have their own different terms and how they're going to operate. So it's hard to just make a blanket statement. And like we talked about MicroStrategy at length on this show. It doesn't, MicroStrategy is fairly safe, right? It's going to be very hard for them to become forced sellers. We would have to look at the individual deals for all these other companies, but they feel more likely that they could have to face a situation where they're forced sellers at some point. The other aspect, people are starting to pile into these stocks versus the crypto assets, right? So you buy Sharplink stock instead of buying Ethereum. A lot of these companies have been trading over book, and then there's folks like Stats who think that premium is going to go away very soon. And they should, in fact, be trading at discounts to their book with the difficulties they'll have in selling based on their size. So I think that's one of the risk factors here as well, is what happens to the publicly traded companies and folks who are buying into those. Like this SharpLink stock is up 460% today on the back of this news.
Wow. That is pretty big. What do you think, Mando? From like your financial background and all this stuff, like your trader background, like you've seen a lot of different shit, SPACs, etc. Like, do you like this new model here?
I think it's just because of what happened with Saylor, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Because Saylor trades at 2x book, like all these companies are coming in to try and do the same thing. I think this is going to continue until it goes wrong, basically. That's everyone thinks they can just do what Saylor did, and just logically that can't continue to have this premium. These things are no better than ETFs, and yet they are somehow being valued at 2x their book value or higher. So I think everyone's going to try and do it.
But do you think it's going to be sustainable? Like, what happens in the bear?
No, it's definitely not sustainable. It's 100% not sustainable. That's the point. And in a bear, it can be really bad.
Like this, yeah, I feel like the next bear is going to be disgusting. Between the ETF sell-off and this.
Well, if they start trading below, people always think that MicroStrategy has traded above NAV. It hasn't. For large portions of its history, it's traded well below NAV.
Mm-hmm.
And now MicroStrategy doesn't have a huge amount of debt, but some of these companies are going to have a high amount of debt in their structure, and there's going to be incentive for them to actually sell off the Bitcoin and repay the debt if that happens. So, yeah, definitely be aware of that.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be aware of. But for now, we'll celebrate it, and it's good. Speaking of Bitcoin, all these companies, I shared this chart on the timeline this weekend. I know last couple of weeks, a lot of people called for BTCD, the BTCD top and alt season, but I don't know, boys. Looks like Bitcoin's ready for another melt up, to be honest. What are your thoughts here? I mean, it looks like, I don't know. Bitcoin does not look anywhere done here. It's barely hit an all-time high. Where do we think Bitcoin kind of like Pico tops here? I have my ideas. I'm curious what you guys think. I kind of want to make a call.
The M2 chart shows us maybe going to 120K this week.
Oh, you did share that chart this weekend. You did share that. I saw this on your timeline.
Yeah,
Where is it?
You'll have to scroll a little bit.
There it is. No, it's right there.
Oh, yeah, there you are. So we had the dip to 105.
Yeah.
And then it looks like we go vertical. So if we follow him too.
I like that. Mando, do you adhere to the M2 chart? So far, so good.
It's been right so far. I do think it's going to take a lot for it to sell off significantly.
Yeah.
But you can get
they barely could sell off, right? Like I like this Blunt's chart, which this just happened, but we barely could sell off, right? They just wicked James Wynn. Big James, which we'll have to talk about his weekend, Tyler. But, they kind of hunted them yesterday, and that's about it, boys. Like, what was the dip yesterday? It was like 106?
107.5, I think.
Yeah, we didn't go, 106.6 on the 25th, which is not yesterday, it's 2 days ago. Saturday. Sunday. Yesterday was 107.5, you're right. We didn't even retest the 104, like, top of the old range, so we're looking good, boys. In the words of Rookie, I find it crazy that Bitcoin will trade at 114K this week. I find it crazy that Solana will trade $200 this week. I find it crazy that Farcoin will trade $2 this week. Where's Ethereum in that sense? 28, 29, 3,000 maybe? What do we think? I mean, Ethereum has a lot of bullish momentum going on for it now. On top of that, now they had...
ETH looks pretty good.
It looks perfect.
3K in that. If in that scenario where all those numbers hit, I think 3K.
I agree with you guys. I mean, look at this setup, boys. As a matter of fact, you guys want to see something funny? It's the exact same setup on Doge than on ETH. I was looking this morning at Doge. Oops. Yeah. See this setup? It's the exact same charts, boys. Have you guys realized this? Look at this. Now look at this. Right there. Right here, little favorite man, Tyler's little cup and handle on both. Little bull flag. What is it? A bullish pennant, I've learned, over the last couple of years on CT. So ETH looks good here. which means Pepe looks good here as well. Which means probably Mog looks good here as well. All the same chart, which means also Rect.
This is crazy.
It's crazy how, yeah, it's crazy, right? Pepe, Mog, and Ethereum are the exact same setup on all three, which kind of validates Mando's point that Ethereum itself might outperform its memes for a little bit because it's just going to do the same move up. And then Rect, which touched its all-time high and then retraced a little bit, and I was getting ready. So the shipwrecked announcement in the Los Angeles. Looks like Rect, Rect Brands is coming to LA. Tyler, you had this in your topics today.
Rect Brands is coming to LA. Something's brewing June 19th through 21st. This comes on the back of their new shipwrecked drink flavor. Which I don't know if we know the flavor yet, but that's the name of it.
I wonder if it's just sparkling water, but I don't know.
That's my gut. My gut is this is flavor. This is just your standard soda, unflavored. That's my gut. So we'll see if that pays out.
Yeah.
I think it's clear that a new drink launch is coming soon. I don't know if it's going to be timed up with the LA event, before that or after. What folks may not remember is that in past doesn't always indicate future, but the last drink sales have been followed by buybacks.
Yep. And I saw someone share that like the Rect treasury for marketing is up like fucking millions of dollars.
Well,
I don't know the exact
the Rect
right?
flywheel. Right?
Mando, am I right? I saw someone say 45 million, but I didn't want to quote them because they didn't want to know if I didn't check the chain myself. But apparently Rect obviously has a marketing treasury, and with it being an all-time high, it's like an absurd amount of money in marketing.
Well, think about the flywheel. We already kept a very large percentage of the offering in treasury, but then we also did buybacks, and we did buybacks kind of close to the lows, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You bought 1.8 trillion for 100 grand. That was literally the fucking low. Like,
right. We've done a couple of those, right? And it's gone up a lot since then. So I think those are up like 5 or 6x. Those purchases. Like that.
Yeah. There was also the flywheel little. Twitter's been broken, so it's hard to. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So once you then do that, you can. Yeah, the flywheel can. I mean, that's just a bigger marketing budget for us right now. So we have a lot of treasury to incentivize.
There it is.
People.
It's here. It's here. Reward pool increases. Currently, 38% of the token supply is held for future community rewards. That's $44 million at current FDV.
Yeah.
This next drink, so the last drink sold out in what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
40 minutes.
These next ones are going to sell out in half the time.
Yo, we need a market on that.
And that's going to generate more headlines, which is going to generate more attention.
Yeah.
Perhaps the token goes up, the rewards pool is bigger, and then the next drink sale is going to sell out in half that time.
I can't wait for 1 minute.
Selling out on the buzzer, so we're selling out in the.
How are the NFTs doing?
We're going to spike gas on Ethereum by the end of this thing.
That's not bad, by the way. Like the Rect guys trading at 0.43. This actually should be trading way higher. If we're in 2021, this like. Obviously love Pudgy, but if Pudgy's trading at 10 ETH, why is Red Guy trading at 0.4 ETH? We're in 8.
Yeah,
trading at 13 ETH. Like,
the Red Guys have not kept up with the coin so far.
Well, because do they get you something? Do they get you a multiplier? I mean, the Pudgies don't get you Pudgy points or something, so they shouldn't.
They're just vibes.
This is low. But I guess people rather buy the token, which makes sense as well, right? Like if you have to pick between 0.4 ETH into a token, 0.4 ETH to NFT, I guess it's if you want to join the community, you buy the NFT. Like that, you've done well on the token, then you buy the NFT, right? To like participate more, I guess. They have their golf tournament today. I wish I was there. I was invited, but couldn't make it all the way there. They have a golf tournament going on. And in other news from friends, Kaido, Mando, pulled the trigger. You kind of hinted at it on the show, I think a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Tell us more. So actually, I'm curious because you've decided to pull the plug and do it. Why are you doing this? Because a lot of people ask, like we've talked about this with Tyler on the show multiple times. As a founder, why did you decide to do this?
Yeah, good question. Because we thought about it a little bit beforehand, and then we thought it was kind of worth it. I think there's two things. So firstly, just for general brand recognition. Like most people have like their own native social program. We felt as though, remember the original like portal method where you do it yourself? We felt like those are the ones like losing focus to these, which were like pan X all across all different projects, all across all different influences, and people paying more attention to it. So we were drawn to these more naturally. And then secondly, so there's two different products here, right? So there's the Yap leaderboard, which just gets you a leaderboard.
Which is this, right?
Yeah. And that there are some incentives within Kaido for that. But what you can really do here is if you go down to Kaido Earn on the left-hand side, you can actually run specific rewards campaigns for people on those leaderboards, and you can link it to your own affiliate program.
Yeah.
So what we will be looking to do over the coming months is not only bring in rewards for people who are talking about us the most, but also have rewards for people who are linked to our affiliate program via Kaido. So for a business model like ours, like it makes a lot of sense, and we like those guys. I just think that they have dominated this. Now I think there's obviously slightly diminishing returns, and if you can't do the earn thing that we can do, I do think if you just did like a Yap leaderboard, which used to be like the only thing that projects used to do, it's less attractive. But for us, like we have a clear reason to do it. So
hey, I'm cooking hard. I'm right there. Look at this. Sims, I'm coming for your ass. It's gonna be funny when I flip Keyboard Monkey.
So ideally in like a month's time, this will have rewards for people who are talking about us the most on the top of these sort of lists, and also those who are driving volume to Yeet more directly through this. And then obviously we're going to do a token. So there could be incentives around that when we launch the token.
Did I hear token? Tyler, did you hear that?
I mean, we've been pretty explicit with the token. So
did I hear this? So wait, did you tell me there's 2 tokens coming out of this show in 2025? Wow. So wait, you're telling me if you pay attention to FOMO Hour, there's like Myriad and Yeet coming out of it? Is that what I'm getting out of this? Damn.
That's what you're getting, brother.
I would probably pay attention to FOMO Hour.
Going for Myriad and Yeet.
Yeah, I wrote a tweet about it yesterday. Rect has already shown what's coming out. You guys are coming out, and we're a little behind you. But that's also coming. But so my other question for you, Mando, on this, though, I want to stay on this topic quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of the criticism Kaido's gotten for the leaderboard is that it's human slop. So have you seen? Obviously, all of a sudden, I see a ton of like posts about Yeats, right? Is that increasing user engagement? Not just engagement on Twitter, but like, actually, have you seen this affect? I mean, it's too early to say, right? But are you seeing?
Yeah,
more
look, I'm not
user
going to sugarcoat it. Clearly, there is slop out there. Like, clearly,
Yeah.
there is. Clearly, there's farming of this, and people's. I think the difference between ours is less of a. So we have a fully formed product, right? That generates revenue. It's $100 million of volume. Like, it is fully formed. I think where this can get annoying is when there is no product and
is true,
and it's just about talking about the thing. So for us, we can change it to being way more directed based on like, all right, you're not only talking about us, but you're also actually driving revenue to the site, and that will be much better accounts in terms of engagement. If I couldn't do that, it would be less attractive, because then you are really just inviting more low quality / slop style content, whereas that affiliate tie-in, that Kaido Earn thing, really works on both sides for us. It means that the people with the most reach who can actually drive volume to the site, generally higher quality accounts, will gain the most, and you'll only really see that sort of content. You won't just see like lower value. You don't know if it's an AI bot or not, or at least the post has been written by AI.
Yeah.
Right? And I would say about 1 in every 10, 2 in every 10 things that I saw yesterday from Yeet was wrong. But that's still like we we saw a massive uptick in signups, massive uptick in volume, in our engagement on social media. Like, it's been a big win for us. But you have to get like, you have to be honest. But like, it's like perfect.
It's true. No, you're right. It's just because I think you made the best point. A lot of these people pre-leaderboard in the leaderboard don't have a product. They're just talking about some L2 or L3 or some product that doesn't exist. But if you have the product already and it's well formed and people can use it, then you can cater it to that. I don't know if Tyler, you had any questions on that, because I know it's something you've covered a lot.
I was just going to comment that I wasn't sure what kind of yeet content I'd see. And so far, I've actually seen a lot of good content, like people talking about their strategies, people talking about like what games they're playing.
Yeah, ICO is all out. Like, he's fucking,
which I think is good marketing, right? Because I mean, we show off the games on this show, but I think for the average CT user who's not deep in yeet, they probably like they may not know a ton about like the different offerings. And now you've got folks sharing some thoughtful content. I haven't seen any slop. I'm sure it exists, and I haven't been combing through it.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily slop, but you can tell that like it's just they've just tried to get a post out. So it's like,
I mean, you have stuff like this, right? Like, and that's not bad per se. It's good publicity, but it's like, now you got a lot of these posts, right?
Yeah, and there's been some confusion that we're not. There was another yeet project which was on BearChain for a while. So like the other one was like, oh, the first project on BearChain. I'm like, no, we're on BearChain, guys.
But to me, these are good. Like, because even though some people may consider a post like this slop, and that, by the way, I'm not picking on someone, right? I just, the first one I picked out that just came up to me. These are good as publicity, right? So reminding people, yo, these guys raised that money. There's all these people. Like, I don't know. They're not necessarily bad either, right? So interesting. All right. Well, looking forward to. This is probably the first leaderboard I'll participate in. And so,
you should maybe get FOMO hour on Kaido too, right?
Well, can we?
I actually don't know.
I wonder if FOMO can win out of this. That's a good call, because we do all these giveaways. Anyways, that's the 10K poker I was meant to play, but I have a very, 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 very important meeting that I can't move. So sadly, I had to tell Ben that I can't make it. But I really wanted to play a poker tournament with you guys today. Fuck, I'm so annoyed at that. It sounded so fun. But anyways, Tyler, what else did you have for us? Feels like there's still a few things we haven't covered, though we've covered a lot.
I was wrapping up this Kaido topic. I think just
InfoFi.
The rewards are real. So like Huma Finance, they debuted their Huma token. It came out 600 million FTV. They gave a good chunk to top yappers and to Kaido stakers. It seems like a lot of rewards are being funneled to Kaido stakers right now, as well as the Kaido NFT holders. And we saw those NFTs are back over 3 ETH. And I mean, the Kaido token's hanging out around $2, $2 billion, which is pretty damn strong. And now Infinex, they launched their claim this morning as well. They're doing a $6 million campaign. I think Mando and I both got some tokens there. They're not tradable yet. You can go claim them, but you can't swap them. But like I went and played around with the Infinex product this weekend, just kind of on the back of that. And it actually is kind of slick. And to me, like, this is a sign that these programs can work, right? Like I was probably very doubtful to be an Infinex user without this campaign, if I'm being just totally blunt. But because of this campaign, I gave it a shot to see like, okay, what is this thing? And I was like, hey, I actually kind of like this. This is smooth. So I do think that these types of campaigns can definitely work for these protocols. And then we've got Loud. Loud is the one that everyone's going to see on their timeline if you haven't already. This is from OX Ultra. It's kind of like a Moon style project. It's got its own flywheel. So basically what they're going to do, they're going to launch a token. They're going to charge fees on trades. And then they're going to take those fees and they're going to give them out to the top 25 yappers every week. So they're going to try to generate attention. The people who are best at generating that attention are going to get the fees. And they're going to try to run this token up. I think, of course, there's been a lot of people talking about this. There's been a lot of bull cases. I struggle to see why anyone's going to buy this. I mean, of course, you buy it if you think the number's going to go up. It's already hyper competitive to get in the top 25. Like, I don't think I've got to be top 25 on this. And if I can't be top 25, and I'm not going to be getting the token awards, I'm going to go buy this so top yappers can just dump on me.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I did the comp to Pac-Man. I think people will kind of forget, like Pac-Man had those other incentives, right? So we were getting those blast jackpots for holding that Pac-Man token.
Yeah.
So when you do this, you have to have something else. So we'll see. I'm not just coming out here to FUD. Like, it's an interesting experiment. And then along these lines, the Pac-Man guys are back. So they're going to do something on Hyperliquid.
I saw Bobby and Lambo talk about this.
Bobby Biggie on Lambo, they're running it back
on Hyperliquid Project XHL.
Yeah, we don't know anything else about it, but they've already got 15,000 followers. So clearly they're good at generating hype. And I think the other story, this kind of maybe segs back to more of the market talk. Everyone's bridging over to Hyper EVM, but I don't know what they're doing over there. There's a handful of tokens that have done well. I'll admit I'm not actively trading Hyper EVM, so maybe
I'm so surprised right now.
Like this perp coin is doing okay. It's at 8.5 million. What I haven't really seen anyone victory lapping like, oh, I hit this 5x or 10x on Hype EVM. I've seen a lot of people talk about bridging. I haven't seen anyone victory lap their gains. So I don't think there's a ton of people having success on Hyper EVM just yet.
What do you think of this take? Ansem calling, because a lot of people are saying, oh, like Hype is going to flip Sol, which I don't like the narratives like that. But Ansem saying, he's not like saying it's going to flip. He's saying that Hyperliquid at 12 bill is what Solana was at 12 billion. What do you guys think?
Is Hyperliquid at 12 billion or is it 38 billion?
Market cap is fully diluted is 38. You're right.
Yeah. I think you got to pay attention to that, in my opinion.
You're right. What's Hyperliquid trading at right now? Wow, 37.5. Man, this chart is insane, eh? It's fucking wild, dude. It went down like 70% from top here.
Yeah.
And just ran it back. So people had two chances of trading because it opened at like $8, right? That one day. And you had another chance of buying at $8. It's just so nuts.
Yeah, they give everyone another chance. It feels like it has become the most public trade. I know Dee's ran his poll and we talked about it last week. I think since then, we've seen more and more folks just kind of talk about how this is the trade. It's strong. They're doing the buybacks every single day. It's hard to ignore that.
Yeah.
I think Hyper EVM is still in its infancy.
Yeah, it is. I remember when I was trading on fucking Hyperliquid memes like 6 months ago for like a whole weekend with KBM. It was so funny. They made a group chat called like Hyper Retards. It was just buying hype meme coins. So I bridged there like months ago and I did it. And I just was like, okay, it's not working. Sadly, I was 6 months too early. That didn't work out for me. Anyways, the code today. So the reason we haven't given you guys a code is because Twitter's been broken again. I don't know if you realize, even on this show, when I go on people's pages and load their tweets. So try the code RECTGUY. RECTGUY, rafflebot.xyz, try code RECTGUY. Try code RECTGUY, rafflebot.xyz if you have a chance to win. While we do this, speaking of win, should we talk about James Wynn's weekend?
Sure.
I mean, Big James. What is going on here? I mean, dude, what the hell, man? So
some crazy swings.
What kind of TA is this? Like, this is insane. Look at these lines, Mando. This is some crazy mental gymnastics. So James Wynn went ahead. He was rightfully long, right? Wouldn't have gone liquidated. Went short at the bottom. Closed for a $25 million loss or something. Went long at the Pico top, 109K something. Lost another $17 or $18 million yesterday. Closed that. And his PNL went negative 43 million a week. He went from $87 million PNL to $9 million. And it appears that he's not back at $20 million and plans on running it back up to $100 million. Like, what do you think? I mean, how does this end, boys? And now he's back to calling 118K. And you know what's funny? His original thesis was, I think, was right. Like we're going at 120K, 118K. But this flip-flopping over a long weekend, it's insane. And they hunted them yesterday.
I mean, he was trading like a first cycle momentum trader who is like, I mean, just making basic mistakes. Like the first trade was great, and then he flip-flopped late, and then he flip-flopped again late. And it's like, is this all like a big game, a big act? Like there's always the conspiracies, right? That they're tied into like Hyperliquid, and this is just a massive Hyperliquid marketing campaign. Or that he's just some mega mind, but he's not trading like a mega mind by any means. I mean, at one point he was up 30 to 40 million,
45 mil
and then
on the trade.
What he ended up down 40,
43 mil.
Yeah, okay, so that was the.
So on his 7-day PNL yesterday was negative 43. And then his all combined PNL, guys, yesterday at the lowest, he went from up 87 mil to just up 4.5 mil.
I mean, he's swinging around big size.
Yeah. Oh, man. So they hunted him last night. I don't know if you guys saw that on Hyperliquid. It was crazy candle. And it appears that now he's up 20 mil again. Per this screenshot.
Oh, he's back up. So is he long?
Yeah. And he's gunning for 118K Bitcoin. So we'll see. We're wishing you the best, James Wynn. We definitely don't want anyone to lose.
I'm seeing his liquidation price is 1089.
Oh God. Can you which account is it on here? Leaderboard, right? Is that where you see it? No, right?
I just had his
there's some people that make so much money on here, dude.
No, I'm seeing it's at 108. That might have been a little old. His look is 107,974. This position I'm seeing is down 2.1, so maybe he's got other wallets.
Yeah.
Looks like he's not going to stop.
Yeah.
100 millions or bust.
Yeah.
Now,
well, good luck.
What does that mean for the Moonpig market? Moonpig is down to 69 million.
Are you still in that trade?
No, I when it looked like when he closed his first position, I got out. Then it looked like
Big Game James is no longer your guy.
Well, Moonpig was a levered bet on Big Game James, and when Big Game James started showing signs of weakness.
Speaking of levered bets, Moonpig
market.
Speaking of levered bets, I pissed off a few people this weekend, boys. You guys see that?
You sure did.
I caused quite the controversy this weekend, which got me number 1 on Kaido. I got another gold medal and over the weekend. You know, it's looks like my take on ordinals and ruins was not very. Actually, it was like very mixed, and it was yes and no. You know what I mean? It was some people took it well, some people didn't. Got 16,000 views, so I'll take that. You know, after some careful consideration and reading the comments and having, as a matter of fact, I want to give a shout out to the few people that had really good conversation with me in the comments, like Leonidas and a lot of the people out there from that Bitcoin ecosystem. So it was really healthy convo, as a matter of fact. Obviously, there's a few people that were really angry, and that's fine. I just ignored it. A few people are like, "Oh, poor dude, bought the top." Little do they know is that I'm actually up on every single thing I've bought in the ordinals. But Casey literally launched the ordinals protocol and came on our show after this in February 2 years ago with Ovi, Mando, and I. so we were very early to ordinals. We're good. Remember that one time, Mando, when Casey came on our show a second time? It was still Yumi and Ovi and asked us if they should change the inscription numbers. And we took a vote together with him and voted no. Yeah. He literally asked us, what do you guys think? Should we change the big drama? And we all voted no. So they didn't do anything. So that was epic. But anyways, I revised my statement, obviously. You know, shouldn't have come at ordinals. I do think ordinals have strong communities and NFTs on every chain should thrive. But runes, I have to stand by my point. Except for Dog, that's proven everybody wrong, but it's the only one. You know, yesterday, Bongo, which I see your hand raised on stage now, we'll go to you in a second. You know, Bongo, I don't see you sharing screenshots of the ordinals table when it's red. You know? So I don't know, Bongo. What do you think? I mean, yesterday, I don't think you were very happy after seeing my tweet.
No, actually, thank you for the CTO on runes. Please never stop. Keep it up. Every day we need tweets coming from you, Farag. Don't stop, please. Keep talking about it.
I think I will. I literally think I will. I will come and save pups. Someone has to. So yeah, this is just Trump is playing 4D chess. I'm playing 4D mahjong. As ordinals are big in Asia in ruin, so I'm just playing 4D mahjong and trying to save the ecosystem. But anyways, I thought that was fun and we had some good conversation. I'm holding my 16 puppets. I'm holding my pups just in case we see a big spike in let's say Q3, Q4 for that. Anyways, shall we give some money away?
Let's do it.
Let's give some money away. Let's give some money. Did it work, Sims, in the end? Let's hope. Perma pups. Yeah, I may have to change my pups like or something like that. All right, Timothy. Let's give some money. By the way, 2 winners on Friday. It'll be fun. 2 winners on Friday. I can't believe Tyler's missing Fartcoin Friday. That's so rare.
Oh, I know.
So rare.
Sims. Shout out to Sims. He hit Fartcoin twice over the weekend.
Dude,
Yeah.
he hit Fartcoin twice this weekend and like back to back almost. So that was crazy. Where's Timothy? Where's Timothy Chalamet?
He's probably playing Coiners.
Yes, Sims, are you paying? Oh, there he is. All right. Oh, hey, Vanessa, let's go. Hell yeah. That is an OG listener. That is, oh yeah. She's here every day. Fuck yes. Congratulations, Vanessa. Get on stage. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, I should be following you. She's won once way back then. During the Robit giveaways. Way back. She's won once. Way back. And now there you go. Winning on yeet.com. You absolutely love to see that. Vanessa, what up? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. Fine. Thank you. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Vanessa, I think do you know the rules? You know the games a little bit?
Yes.
Are you watching us on video or audio?
Both.
Both. Okay, perfect. Well, I fixed it. I'm now playing Yeet on Firefox, so we should have the music now. So Vanessa, congratulations first and foremost. You made $500. So that's for sure. No matter what happens today, you're leaving the show with $500. So congrats. Second of all, Mando, Tyler, what are you guys thinking? She's on video and audio.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chop.
Good music. That's what I'm thinking.
She's like, lamb chop. Let's go. Let's see if the sound works this time because we're now on Firefox, so it should work, right? Oh, hold on. Well, it's not loading. Sometimes I do have to refresh. Let's see. Let's play some lamb chop. There you go. Did you guys hear the sound?
No.
So it's a browser thing because on Spaces they can. Because I definitely have the sound on. Oh, insufficient balance on USDT. That's weird, guys.
It's because we're going through Tyler's thing.
No. It should play regardless. Like you're hearing me. It's I think you know what it is. I think it's my system settings, Sims. It's okay. We'll fix it next time because I think they hear on Spaces. All right, Vanessa. If you're watching us on video, do you know the rules to lamb chop?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So you have 2 shots, $250 per shot. Just know that you've already made your money. For the first one, I'll let you choose the difficulty: easy, medium, hard, very hard, or death wish.
Let's go with tell me again. Easy?
Easy, medium, hard, very hard, or death wish.
Hard.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So we'll start with the first multiplier. Okay. You made $319. You want to go to 425?
Yes.
All right. 1 second. Let me fix it. All right. Let's go. 425. Do you want to go to 575?
Yes.
Let's go.
Hey!
575. Do you want to go to 791? Yeah, baby. Let's go. This is a good board.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh,
No.
no.
Come on. Oh, that's too bad. I respect the hustle here. Vanessa, guess what? You get to go again. Would you like to go on easy mode this time?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go easy and let's start with the first multiplier. 268. Do you no?
Knock it out.
Oh, boom!
No.
Pow! Karate
You're
chop
live.
that shit.
You're live.
Do you want to go 290, 297?
Yes.
297. Do you want to go to 332?
Yes.
332. Do you want to go to 374? Just cooking.
Yes.
374. Do you want to go to 424?
Yes.
424. Do you want to go to 485?
Oh.
Do it. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, baby. Come on. Dude, this is a good board. 485. Do you want to go 559?
Yes.
Come on.
Hey.
559. Do you want to go 652? She ain't stopping. She's cashed it at the railway. Then go to the barn. To the barn. To the barn. It's your choice, Vanessa. Not mine.
Cash out. Please.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's a good round. Very good
Vanessa,
round.
Okay.
is this your final choice?
Please, Farok. Yes.
So cash out.
Okay, one more.
No, I don't want to cue you now. You can cash out. Just so you know, though, if you cash out here, you're taking $559, so you're taking $1,000 home.
Ah, shit.
So you can cash it out. I don't want to. Now I feel guilty if she doesn't make it through. You know what I mean?
You're a bad guy.
Yeah. Now if you don't win this, I feel like fucking like a dick. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
'Cause-
No, please. Cash.
Cash
Cash
it, right?
out.
Okay, let's cash it. Okay, let's cash it. Guys, if this one goes to the barn, what's your calls? We're going to cash it, by the way. Don't worry. You've won. Congratulations, you've won
think-
$1,000.
This one felt good. Like, let's be honest.
I
it
think
felt
this
good.
was a barn run. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah. Not
I
a
think
bomb,
so.
but close.
I think she gets eaten in the next one. I think she's
Okay, so let's cash it out. Let's
Eaten across the train line. I think you
Across
get
the
one
train-
across train line and then eaten. So the one after.
So you say one after. Tyler says this next one was a loss. I'm saying
I'll
barn
say
run.
like
Man.
2 grand. I think
Two
2
before.
grand.
All right, let's cash it out. Oh wow.
Oh,
Sam's an
Hang
expert.
on, look at that.
Well,
This
you
is
know
what you
what?
do, boys.
Yeah. You know what, Vanessa? That's not a bad cash because you would have lost in the next couple of runs. So congratulations, Vanessa. You make about $1,050.
Thank you.
Hey, people are saying
love you
Farouk forcing her to stay. She would have made an extra $50, motherfuckers. Anyways, Vanessa, I'm kidding with you. Congratulations, you make $1,000. Thank you so much. I see you every day on the show. I know you're one of the first people in the Twitter space every single morning. So really appreciate you for being a loyal listener of ours. And with that, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.